So let's look at an example. We should say, before we start reading this example, that this individual came to us after being unsuccessful the past cycle. Their story didn't change, but the way they told their story did change after working with our admission experts. And what you will see is the result of two or three back and forth with our admission experts. So this is not their first draft, we should say. This took a lot of time, and they really took the time to make sure they have an excellent uh, essay before they press that submit button. And this time around, they got it to multiple schools. So here it is. Just the introduction of the personal statement. I was convinced I was going to grow up to be a professional chef. This was not just another far-fetched idealistic childhood dream that many of us have growing up. There was a sense of certainty about this dream that motivated me to devote countless hours to its practice. It was mostly the wonder that it brought to others and the way they were left in awe after they tried a dish that I recall enjoying the most creating as a young chef. But when at the age of 13, my grandfather was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer, I realized that sometimes cooking is not enough and quickly learned about the vital role physicians play in the life of everyday people like my family and myself. Although my grandfather ended up passing away from his illness, the impact that the healthcare team had on him, my family, and myself will always serve as the initial starting point of my fascination with the medical profession. Since that time, I have spent my years learning more about the human sciences through my undergraduate studies and research. I've developed a deeper understanding of the demands and challenges of the medical profession through my various volunteer and extracurricular experiences. And although it has been difficult along the way, I have continued to forge a more intimate fascination with the medical field that has motivated me to apply to medical school at this juncture of my life. So one comment, I guess, after reading this is that most of our students that work with us and do get in do not have a family person who is in the medical field or have such a story of loss in their family. This is just how this person's story was. So don't think that you need to have this type of a story to get in. Absolutely not. Most people don't. So what's the nice thing about this? So first of all, look at the opening sentence. I was convinced I was going to grow up to be a professional chef, rather than I applied to medical school because I want to help people, which goes into the shred and burn pile because it looks like everybody else's. This person's opening sentence is very captivating, it's very original, and it's completely unique to them, which again keeps it original because what are the chances that someone else wanted to become a professional chef when they were growing up? Very unlikely. That's why we say make it personal. Everyone has a unique story about their own life experiences. It's just how you say it, and that's all there is to it. And then, of course, this person goes on and within their first paragraph, they tell you what they're going to talk about. They tell you what triggered their motivation. They tell you what they did to learn more, etc., etc. And as you will see, it's exactly everything we talked about that a good personal statement or the application should have. This person has included in just their introduction in the personal statement. So final hurdle, of course, of your application is selecting those referees. First question, when should you